And welcome back, guys. I'm your host, Keyblade Carry 2010. Yes, I know you're only seeing the top half of my head because I stacked up a bunch of stuff so you guys can see my amazing game tower that I have now since actually I got this for my birthday, so it's now officially on the wall. Why my brother put it up this high, I will never know because I still have to get on a stool in order to get all the way up to here. So, I'm short. Shut up. Alright, so we just recently, as of a few minutes ago, just finished Heavy Rain. So, guess what, guys? It is time to pick the next Let's Play for us. Alright, so, I have some games also on my system as well, which I will go through. I will turn the camera when we're going to the system. These are games that I've already downloaded and have up and ready for you guys. So, alright. So first on the agenda here, I have to get on my tippy toes now because my stool's underneath you guys. So we have God of War 1 and 2, which is a good one. The first and second game are a little bit hard for me because there's like a couple areas that I get stuck on. Not only that, the person who introduced it to me is not here anymore to show me how to get through this, so I'd have to actually look it up on one of the battle sequences. Oh boy, I can tell this is gonna be fun. We have the third God of War as well. That one's also available. We haven't done this one at all either. This one's more easy, more satisfying because we get to kill all the gods. Also, this is rated M for mature, so is the first two games. I would be willing to play those ones. We also have the newest God of War that just, I don't know, it's okay, 2013 I believe is when it came out. So this one's a good one too. This one's even, I'm sorry, but God of War went from really, really extremely hard to like really easy in my opinion. It's still a little hard, but I mean, not as hard as 1 and 2 to be honest. So yeah, I'm willing to play those as well. Yeah, I know you're probably seeing the back of my shirt, which has my Taco John's logo on it, because I work at Taco John's. We just finished Devil May Cry HD collection, which technically, actually, we finished it with the Devil May Cry box set up there, because I refuse to play the HD collection right now. I'll explain that story if you're curious about that one. We have played Devil May Cry 4, but I also have the special edition up online as well, which I'm mentioning it now. I have played DMC for you guys, so that one's done. We have not played, let's see here, come here. I have Walking Dead Season 1 and Season 2 as well. I'm actually trying to play through these and get used to where everything's at and whatnot. I already know the story, I already know how it goes, so I'm not spoiling anything for myself right now or anybody else. But these are really good games, and I thought these would be awesome games to possibly do as a Let's Play. These are another decision-making game, kind of like what we did with Heavy Rain a bit, but a little bit more in depth, excuse me. So, there's those ones for you. I finally got those ones, told you I was going to get them. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm very organized to from my action to horror / decision-making ones. We also have Wolf Among Us, which is also made by the people who made the Walking Dead series as well. This one's a good one too. It has all the fables in it that you can think of. We have Bigby, who's on the front cover as well as on the back. Very interesting tale. These games are a little bit harder for me because I can't read the answers or questions fast enough, so I just make decisions on the fly, and sometimes they don't turn out right. So I wish they would give me a little bit more time to make decisions. So, but that is also a very good game. There is a glitch, however, in this game. It's only happened to me once. Hopefully it won't happen to us when we decide to do this as a Let's Play, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the disc, because I bought this brand new, out of the package and everything. And, yeah, it just, I can't describe it really. We'll just have to wait and see if it happens if you guys choose this game, because it's nuts. The screen just goes nuts. I mean, everybody's still talking, everything's still going on, but it just goes haywire, just crazy. So you'll have to bear with me on that one if it does happen. Glitch. So, or maybe it's the only copy maybe that I own, because it hasn't happened to anybody else that I know who has owned the game. So, it could be my system too, which is weird because my system's never done anything like that. So, there's that one for you. It's a very interesting tale. It's a kind of like Heavy Rain a bit, where we're trying to figure out who's killing off all the fables and stuff like that. And it's very interesting. I liked it a lot. The decision making was pretty cool. It's kind of it's a rated M for mature game. If you don't really care for like beat 'em up type deal, this game's kind of like a somewhat beat 'em up to some of the evil characters. I'm all like, geez, Big B, really? Did you have to do that? Okay. But there it is. So there's that for you. We also have Heavy Rain, which we just recently finished. So I will not be doing that. We have Beyond Two Souls, which is also made by the people who made Heavy Rain. So you might be interested in that since you probably just recently finished watching Heavy Rain. It's very interesting. I don't want to give away too much. I'm trying to think without giving away too much. But basically it's about this girl who has basically two souls, if you want to say. One is herself, obviously, and then there's this entity soul that's attached to her named Aiden. And it's very confusing. The timeline's all over the place. That's why I kind of don't like it a little bit, because it doesn't go in order. It just throws you all over the place and expects you to figure it out. And it really kind of drives me nuts. The action sequences really suck, and, well, I don't know. It really depends on the person, really. For me, having a disability in my brain, it's hard to tell from right and left. So, especially if the camera angle decides to swivel around in a different direction, then I'm all like, oh, this is right, no, this is right, no, I don't remember which one's right or left now. So, yeah, it's terrible. And especially in those action sequences, if you're not paying attention, you can... It's weird, though. You can't actually... I've literally tried to kill her. But you don't. You can't kill off this character. For some odd reason, I don't know why, but it makes it hard for you to kill her. So, it's a very interesting game. You have like military style stuff at one point in time where you have to be stealthy and everything else, to going into this massive chaotic building and trying to figure out how to shut down this machine. Then you go to on the prairie type deal and defeat this big monster, or this, I don't know what you would call it, thing. It's some spirit type deal, to going to a birthday party and destroying people's lives for sticking you in a closet type deal. You get to make a lot of decisions in this one. That's why it's also made by the people who made Heavy Rain. So it's a really good game, in my opinion. Aiden is very frustrating to control, in my opinion, because he's like all over the place. I'm like, holy cow, dude, man, just go that way, not that way. So his controls are a little bit clunky, if you want to say. But yeah, so there's that game for you. I thought it was a great game as well. Oh, controller turned off. We have Catherine, which we have recently finished, finished a long time ago, so if you're interested. I also have one of my friends that was playing with me. She's also in there as well, if you're interested in seeing our wild and crazy mayhem in that Let's Play, because we just go all nuts and crazy and woo! And then she has to take over the controller halfway through the game because it's so frustrating of a game. She was also planning on doing this as a Let's Play on her channel. If you need a link, or if you want to know what her channel is, I will see if I can put a link in the description for you, in my thing hasn't been working to do that lately. Don't know why. We have Evil Within, which I refuse to touch unless I'm basically gonna make somebody play it for me. For you guys, if you really want me to continue Evil Within, I'm literally going to make somebody play all the hard parts, really. I know it sounds stupid, but I don't like shooters. I don't really care for shooters unless, you know, it has to deal with zombies, and basically it's like hack and slash type deal. You have a lot of melee weapons or something like that, and that's really good. I didn't really care for Evil Within so far because it's basically, I don't know. It was basically somebody took all, like, maybe a Resident Evil and like battle style a little bit, and all the zombies type deal, and just threw a bunch of stuff in it. Really, it's not even. I shouldn't even call or say that they threw Resident Evil in there. It's like they took a bunch of games and just threw it into this game and called it good. We have Haunting Ground, which is a very, very, very good game. I actually go from point A to point B. I tell you all the secrets of this video game. If you're playing it, it's a PlayStation 2 game as well. I've played through the whole thing. From point A to point B, we go into basic, really a lot of depth in this game. So if you have this game or are curious about this game or stuck or trying to find something, I go through all the cutscenes, or most of the cutscenes that it gives me, because they're just random cutscenes sometimes. But I tell you all the secrets of the game. So, yeah, if you're having troubles, if you own the game or having troubles, or just darn right curious of all the screaming terror, some people don't think it's scary. In my opinion, it was my first horror game ever to ever play, and it's made by Capcom. It's a really, really, really great game. Look it up. It's a really great game, in my opinion. Even if you don't get scared off of it or anything else, it's still a great game. So next up, for my horror genre that I have is Silent Hill, the HD collection. I'm actually technically kind of putting off the scary series or the horror genre series until I get a camera for my face, so that way you guys can see my face. I'm really actually half tempted to say screw it and just play what you guys want me to play. If you really want me to play one really badly, the second game is very awesome so far from what I've seen. I've watched Sotisha767 play, and I get lost very easily in the Silent Hill world. I really do. I'm like really terrified to face the boss battles and everything else underneath the sun. So, but the controls for the third game, in my opinion, are so clunky. I can't figure, I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to reverse the controls, because if I go right, she goes left. If I go forward, she goes backwards, and I can't stand the controls being that way. I've literally tried, and I've killed myself numerous times with her. So, but there is that. I also have, let's see here. Where's it at? Because I didn't put it up there with that. I should put it up there with it. I also have the first Silent Hill game as well, which is a little bit more old style type deal and very frustrating. The controls are a little bit wonky for me because I grew up for the PlayStation 1, obviously, but I haven't played a horror game for that particular game console, because all the games that I was introduced to were like family friendly and rated E for everyone. So so yeah, I have never ever touched this game. I've touched it just once, and that was about it, but I've never touched this game personally that I own, because now I own it now. So, but I never actually touched this one, so it'd be interesting to see that one. I'm not gonna do that one. Let's see here. We also have, for my horror series, Silent Hill Homecoming. A lot of people said that this game was really terrible. I still hear it to this day that it's terrible, but it's part of the Silent Hill collection. I had to get it as well. I am working on getting Heavy Rain, maybe. but I think the monsters look really, really creepy and really awesome. In my opinion, they look really fantastic. I was very shocked about how good the monsters look, even though that they said that this game was like. So, there's that for you. I just recently picked up this next game, which doesn't really have a cover to it, which stinks. What is it? Skyrim. So, I played a little bit of it, still a little confused. I stole from somebody and the woman chased me out the door and I'm like, oh god, I'm leaving. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal it. I pressed the wrong button. I apologize. And then at one point in time I got killed and I don't know how to respawn myself. I know you can do it or reset it or whatever, but I just can't fucking figure it out. So, don't really know if you care for me to watch me play this one. It doesn't really. I don't say that it's not interesting. It is interesting because it's kind of like, you know, you pick your character, you choose your character's name, you turn them into whatever class that you want to. It's kind of interesting a little bit. Would I be interested in playing this? I don't know. It's up to you guys if you really want me to play. But I'm telling you now, if we do this game, it's going to be terrible. Because I know nothing of the other games. I know nothing of what I'm doing. I'm just like, oh, let's just go. Oh, there's somebody in danger. Let's go save them. I'm going to be the hero. Oh, I killed myself. Oh, well, let's just restart the game from where you last save or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. I just finally recently got a hard copy of Last of Us. We already played The Last of Us, so if you're interested in seeing The Last of Us, I have a recorded version, or already a playlist for The Last of Us if you're interested. But yeah, I now own a hardcore copy of it. I like my hardcore copies. I'm sorry, I hate digital downloads. Eventually, I'm going to get to some of the games that I have already downloaded on here, which I will show you in a bit when we get continued on. I have the Stick of Truth, which is another good, interesting game. I don't know if I want to play it for you guys because it's very embarrassing. There's a lot of stuff that is showing. A lot of stuff. And I've seen a lot of people who have played it blur it out or whatnot. Unfortunately, I don't have the technology to do that, or the technology, and not only that, I don't know how to do that, even if I did have the technology to do it. So this one will probably maybe have to wait until I get an actual computer to do any of the blurring out stuff, because I really don't want some of that junk on my channel. My channel is basically almost a clean channel. Minus the cursing for video games and myself. But I never talk about, like, really gross stuff, unless you would like me to, but then again, I'm a modest person, so I was raised that way, so. But yeah, there's the Stick of Truth. I really seriously didn't think it was going to be just like the TV show series, which I was really shocked. I really was at how close it looked, and how it looked like we were actually walking around South Park. It was really interesting. So, yeah, a lot of people that see my game collection, they're all like, you're a girl. I didn't know you liked South Park. I didn't think that any girls like South Park. Yeah, we like this stuff too. So, yeah, there's that. I also have Lollipop Chainsaw, which I just recently played for you guys. This one already has a playlist. It's a very short game. It's very interesting. The game that's supposed to be right below Lollipop Chainsaw is Deadpool, which my friend is currently borrowing right now, and I can't show that to you. So if you are interested in me playing that game, I will totally get that game back, and we will play that one as well. Even though I'm stuck on, like, I think it's the fourth stage that I'm stuck on, so close to the end. It's a very, very short game in a lot of people's opinions, but it's hilarious. It's darn right funny. I actually like it, even though, you know, I'm not a huge, like, extremely huge Marvel fan, but there are some Marvel characters that I absolutely adore. So, yeah. Alright, so then the next one, we're moving on to the other next system. even though I have more PlayStation 3 than 4 games. Second Son. This game's a little frustrating at some points in times because it feels like one of an old game that I used to play a long time ago. That was a car game where everybody's all up in your grill and it's ridiculous. I do like the story so far. I'm stuck on one area because they just kept surrounding me and it was ridiculous. And I'm all like, all right, I'm done. I'm going to put this back on the shelf until I can get the other sideline stories, which I'm also working on too. The Light something, or I can't remember, The Light of Truth or whatever, for that punk gal with I think she has pink hair. I don't remember. It's been a while since I touched this game. But yeah, this is a very interesting game. Yes, it's the only version that I've ever played. I heard that there's a lot of other games out there, but I just they weren't really as interesting as this one was, in my opinion, because yes, I've never ever seen the other games, and yes, I should be guilty for it, but, those ones didn't get enough pop as this one did. Like, I saw this all over the area. I saw it all over the news for YouTube and stuff like that. And I was all like, all right. And I thought this was only, like, the first game. I really seriously did. Until somebody's like, no, there's, like, this game, and this game. I was like, might want to pick those up, too, if I can ever find them. So, yeah, there's that one for you. I'm trying not to talk about the games, and to be honest, so... Alright, so now we're going to move into the Final Fantasy series that I own and that I'm trying to get my hands on as well. So, we have, I actually won't pull that one out because that's the PlayStation 2 version of it. We are getting into, why is that disorganized here? I gotta fix my game. Somebody messed with my stuff again. So we have Final Fantasy 13. I am severely stuck on this game. I've tried and tried and tried and tried, but I cannot seem to get past one area. And it seems like the more I replay it, the more farther back I get stuck. So, unless I get past that part, or somebody helps me get past that part, some people say it's a very easy game, and I'm all like, bull crap, I'm stuck. So this would be an interesting game for me to play or retry. Also, I really like Lightning. Lightning is an awesome character. I do plan to cosplay as her one day, so. But yeah, there's that one for our next Let's Play. Oh, I gotta put it back where it goes. I also have Final Fantasy 13 too, which I'm not really a big fan of, to be honest, because of the ending, first of all, which I actually cheated and looked it up because I got stuck trying to find one of the gate keys, and I can't seem to find what I'm supposed to do. I'm, like, stuck in this area. I'm like, okay, what's this? This sideline. I'm like, ah! So, but I do like Lightning's new form, and I think it's beautiful. The ending sucks. I'm sorry. One of the endings suck. It pissed me off. It made me cry. I was mad, and yeah. So, there's that for you. I also have, which I've been playing for a little bit, and I got an awesome cool poster with it. So we have Final Fantasy Type 0. I just recently played the demo. If you're interested in seeing that, look that up in the playlist section. I do have that demo already played if you guys want to know about that one. So yeah, this one's kind of interesting, I guess. Some of the cutscenes, I think, have been, like, trimmed or cut at some point in time, because at 1 minute they're, like, talking, and the next it's, like, I'm like, is that all? Or is there more to the detail that we just have to go somewhere else? So, but yeah, I got an awesome, cool poster that I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to hang the darn thing, so. But yeah, there's that for you. It's kind of interesting so far, in my opinion. We just finished Hatsune Miku Project Diva F2. I still have like 3 songs that I downloaded extra stuff to, which I still have to do. I've just been really lazy and not in the mood for this game. So once I get those 3 done, those 3 extra songs done, then the game will be complete. I am trying to hunt down the first game. I might actually have to buy it online because that's the only way I could possibly find it right now. Let's see here. We have, well, nope, if we're going to start with that series, we're going to start with the bottom one. Give me. So, we already finished Kingdom Hearts 1. We have not touched Chain of Memories. And we have not touched 385 over 2 days. 385 over 2 days, sadly, is just a bunch of cutscenes. So, sadly, it wouldn't be any commentary hardly at all. Yeah. The only commentary that would probably ever happen is during, like, the small reading sections. And even then, I wouldn't read it to you guys because of my reading skills suck. But, yeah. We still have Chain of Memories if you're interested in that one, which I really, the only Kingdom Hearts game. Don't get me wrong, Chain of Memories had a great storyline and it was really good. The gameplay sucked though. I don't care for the card motion. If we do end up playing that game, you're probably gonna watch me just go fly off the handles type deal because, oh my god, I get so mad at that game. So, but yeah, we've already finished the first game. So if you're curious about that video game, feel free to check out the playlist down the playlist for that game. But yeah, this one basically would just be a lot of cutscenes, and then we have Chain of Memories. So that one we have not finished yet. That's why I brought it out. So I'm gonna put it back down in its little hidey hole. So then we're gonna bring out the second game. We have finished Kingdom Hearts 1. We have finished that one. Or Kingdom Hearts 2. We have finished. Boy, I can't talk today. We also have Recoded that we have not finished, and then we have Birth by Sleep as well, which we have not finished at all either, or even started those ones. The second game has been finished altogether. If you're interested in that playlist, feel free to take a look at that playlist. Recoded actually is just a bunch of cutscenes with new cutscenes that are for the final remix, basically. Birth by Sleep we have not touched yet, which is one of my favorite games. Only some of the battles are very infuriating and make me have to grind like crazy, and I'm missing some of like the I'm actually doing Proud Mode right now, which I don't like because in the original DS, or the original PSP version that I still own to this day, there was one cutscene that was missing in this one, which is weird because I've seen other people play the game and that cutscene's there. And not only that, I know when I was seeing the commercial for 2.5, basically, they were saying now that you can go into the realm of darkness with Aqua and everything else and in there, but I never got that. So we're gonna see if Proud Mode allows me to get that missing cutscene and be able to play in the realm of darkness, because if I have to, this is gonna suck. Alright, so there's that for you. Moving on to, so we'll move these out of the way. I have a game that I'm actually trying to get rid of, so that game's not relevant, to be honest, because I'm not interested. We still have Minecraft for you guys. If what I decided to do for Minecraft is basically you guys tell me what you want me to build. I just recently finished my Awesome Characters Mansion, which I'm thinking about actually doing another video on, because we finally finished it. It is done. It's beautiful. It looks fantastic. I just need to finish showing the rest of the video for you guys, because the first video was basically all what I had, and now it's like even bigger now. It looks fantastic. Everything's done now. The rooms are done. Everything looks fantastic. But for some reason, my share play has been acting up for some pissy reason, which is like ridiculous. Oh, I'm not going to record for this part. Oh, you want me to record now? All right, so I'll record about halfway through your conversation. I'm all like, dude, I set it up so that way you can record at the... I don't know if it's a setting that I'm having problems with or whatnot. I didn't seem to have any problems with Evil Within, but now that I know it's not just games that are downloaded, and now that I figured out that it's actually just games in general, and it just decides when it wants to record, is kind of stupid. So if Sony or PlayStation has a new update for that, that would be great, because I'm sick and tired of every time I turn around I have to restart a recording session for my PlayStation 4 when I could be using instead of using my tablet, I could be using the SharePlay. It refuses not to let me. So, but basically it's just a request for you guys to ask me to build something, and I'll try my best to build it. So that's basically what I thought of doing with Minecraft for you guys. I didn't think of anything else besides walking around and whatnot, so. Alrighty, so next up is another cutesy one. This is like 3 games in one. So we have Little Big Planet 1, Little Big Planet 2, and Little Big Planet 3. These games are adorable. I have, I haven't beaten them all. I think I've only beaten the first one so far. Sorry. I have to stand up a little bit taller. But I'd be willing to do like random worlds and stuff like that. Worlds that you guys can send me and say, hey, check out this scary world, or check out this other world that's been created and stuff like that. So that way, basically, you can tell me which world you want me to explore or get costumes for, because I have gotten costumes from Kingdom Hearts worlds that people have made and everything else. Also, I can play the storylines as well. We'll have to catch up on some snags in some of the stories, but other than that, it's a very cute game, very cute for family members. It's up to 4 players, I believe. Yeah, 4 players. And you can play online with other people as well, and you can go through worlds that people have created, which is why I was thinking about doing that. I've already got 2 videos already posted up of a couple of my friends doing wild and crazy things with the building area, which is really fun too. So feel free to check those out as well. So there's those. And so the one that I didn't end up showing you is the Final Fantasy one, which I'm actually going to pull out the HD collection version out of it instead. So we have Final Fantasy X and X-2 remastered and in HD, which looks beautiful. I'm actually currently stuck on one of the battles. I almost I have completed the first or the second game. I have not completed the second game, or the first. I have completed the second game. I haven't completed the first game. There we go. That makes more sense. So I'd be interested in doing that. These 2 games were my first Final Fantasy game ever. So I got introduced to the series a little late because family members only wanted me to play rated E games. Anyways, but yeah, so there's that for you if you're interested in that one. I already had 1 request on it, but I actually had a request for 10, which I'm trying to beat Sin, and as soon as I defeat Sin, I will definitely do a recording of it. But right now, it's just a pain in the butt, and as soon as I figure out how to do that, if you guys want to help me through the whole game, that would be awesome as well, because I need help. So, alright, there's that for you. And last but not least, we're moving on to the digital stuff that I have for the system, which I'm actually going to move you a little over back onto where it's supposed to be. So, yeah, we'll see you in 1 split second, so stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so now we are moving into the PlayStation 4 game setup. So, alright, so the next game that I absolutely own is Sword Art Online, which I just recently purchased. It is not in English unless they decide to do an update for it sometime soon to make it in English. but I've been playing for a little bit. I'm kind of a little disappointed that you can create your own character, but you still play as the main character. I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now. I can't think right now. But yeah, that's an interesting game so far. It is a lot of reading. It's interesting so far. So I have that one to do as possibly as a let's play. Random game. There's Minecraft. I also have Life is Strange, which and I am actually waiting for the last part of this game to actually come out. Once the last part of this game comes out, and if you really want me to play this, I will totally play it when the last chapter comes out, which should be, I believe, next month. I'm not 100% sure. But once this game comes, once the last chapter comes out, I'd be really willing to play this for you guys. Also, I am hoping that there's a hard disc of it eventually, so that way I can add it to my collection of games, because I'm a collector for games, whether it be an old-fashioned game or not. I'm eventually getting Resident Evil 4 because it is one of my favorite games, even though I have a hard time playing it. Alright, so then we have Devil May Cry Special Edition. I didn't really... Everything looks nice. Everything looks fantastic. It looks like the same game like in the fourth game. It looks fantastic. I love this game to death. I'm glad I got it. You get to play as Lady, you also get to play as Trish, and you also get to play as Virgil as extra stuff. That's what the special edition's for. I don't really care for fighting as Lady. I do like fighting as Trish. Trish was really awesome. And I am currently working with Virgil, and I really like fighting with him so far. Other than that, you're basically going through the storyline all over again, just with different characters, basically. And they really don't have any new cutscenes. They just have the beginning and ending cutscene. That's basically it. I wish they would have done kind of like behind the scenes of what Lady and Trish and Virgil were possibly doing while Dante and Nero were going off doing whatever. I mean, still keep the same battle sequences and everything like they did for Kingdom Hearts, when they did Devil May Cry 3. Devil May Cry 3 had Virgil's, you had Dante and Virgil, but Virgil had extra cutscenes, what was going on when Dante was doing what he was doing. So I wish that's what they added to it, more cutscenes for Lady and Trish to tell us what they were doing while Dante and Nero were doing whatever. Same thing with Virgil as well. So far, they don't have anything like that, which kind of bums me out. But they're still great characters to play as. You just don't get to see any cutscenes except for their beginning intro and their ending, and that's it. So, I also have PT, which I am thinking of actually setting up a bunch of friends to come over and play this thing, because I will not be the one touching the controller. Because this game scares the hell out of me. It really does. I don't even have to be sitting there playing the game, and it scares the crap out of me. So, we already did The Last of Us, and I own a hardcore copy of it as we speak as well. So, I also have Resident Evil 2, the remake for this. I am really stuck on this spot. The zombies scare the hell out of me so far, and I'm panicking, trying to figure out one puzzle, and I keep getting killed. So, yeah. I think there should be more in my library, if I remember right. I do have Dead or Alive, but it's just really the demo, but I don't know if you'd be interested in that. Final Fantasy 15 demo. I have a lot of extra weird games in here, just for the hell of it. So they just moved into my library. Alright, so that's basically it. I also have, in the other game series as well, which I'm going to flip over here as soon as I find my remote. Alright, here we go. We're moving on to PlayStation 2. Oh, which it almost turned off on me. Or not PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. Excuse me. I can't talk today! That's all that DLC crap for that other game. So I have like mini games for like just for fun, basically, for multiplayer. I don't know what that game is. I haven't really touched it yet. More mini games. Fatal Frame 1. We already did Fatal Frame 2. And Fatal Frame 3 as well. I am working on getting the other Fatal Frames, whether they be in English or in Japanese. I'm hoping that they'll bring them out into the US. One of them's for the Wii, the 4th game's for the Wii, and the 5th game is for the Wii U. I would totally buy a Wii and a Wii U just to freaking play both of those games. So, please, can you guys bring those out for us? I would love to play those games. So yeah, that's basically it for all my games, whether they be downloads or hardcore copy games. I am your host, Keyblade Kairi 2010, and we'll see you guys in the next video. And I hope you guys can pick what our next Let's Play will be for this channel. So thanks guys so much. Keyblade Kairi 2010 signing out. Game on, gamers. Cosplay on, cosplayers.